Welcome to the latest installment of the ABL Advisor video series. I'm Mike Toglia, the publisher of ABL Advisor, and I'd like to welcome today's guests. Rosanne Doyle, the product manager for ABL and factoring at Solifi, which is formerly IDS, White Clarke, and William Stucky Associates, as well as Lisa Nowak, the director of platform product management at Solifi. In today's webinar, our guests will be sharing their insights on some of the big changes that have been happening in their own company and how that's influencing our industry, as well as some other changes within the industry itself, technology-wise, and also we'll look into how things will be impacting 2022 and beyond. We'll also discuss some of the top disruptors, some of the challenges, and some of the emerging technology trends that provide the most value to asset-based lenders. And we'll also examine what prevents some lenders from adopting some of the emerging technology. And we'll wrap it up with our guests recommending the #1 change that all ABL lenders should make now to future-proof their companies for tomorrow. So before I start, I'll just say thanks for being here, Rosanne and Lisa.
Thanks for having us back. Glad to be here.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, and thanks for being here. So I'm going to start off with the first question today, and I think I'm going to start off with Lisa on this one. You know, there's been a lot of change going on at Solifi. Less than a year ago, you really were 3 different companies. You were William Stucky Associates, IDS, and White Clarke Group, and each one of these areas focused on a different area of secured finance in the industry. And you each had different capabilities, and you also had different customer bases. You know, today you're unified as one global brand and one global company under the name of Solifi, the new name. Can you tell us a little bit about that, and also why it's important for the ABL industry to understand a little bit about why you made that change and what your mission is for the ABL industry?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I think, you would agree in all the work that you do. It's certainly an exciting time, a dynamic time to be in the broader secured finance market, whether that is in ABL specifically, or like a lot of our customers in ABL, maybe in asset finance, wholesale, across multiple verticals. So I think at Solifi, Rosanne, myself, our team, we get really excited, really energized by the opportunity to sort of execute against our mission, which is to help our customers grow and scale their business through us having the ability to now offer a really powerful portfolio of solutions for different customers in ABL and other vertical markets, and to offer those from a single technology platform. And so, when I think about our mission, we talk a lot about helping our customers guide, guard, and grow their business, and helping them enable sort of wise pivots as the industry changes, business changes, technology just continues to evolve rapidly, by helping them sort of leverage this handshake between business needs and business use cases and technology application, which we continue to sort of grow and provide. And so, I've talked to a lot of customers about, the value of that combination. So the sort of handshake between business and technology application, and how it continues to grow in importance to use cases they have today. So, goals that they have around performance or digital customer engagement, automation, but also as they prepare for the future and the future kind of needs of the business, and how, they leverage emerging and growing and changing and evolving technology at a faster pace. So I think, when I think about Solifi and the company and the new brand, I get really excited because we really do have this kind of powerful cross-vertical portfolio of solutions to help ABL customers, wholesale, equipment, finance, etc. But we also have this open finance platform that can help provide a myriad of different benefits for our customers. So I think of the diversity of solutions that we can offer and the economies of scale that can provide. I think about how much customers are, thinking about or moving their compute power to the cloud, and our solutions are SaaS enabled in the cloud. I think about, our ability now to think about all of the partners and industry players across the ecosystem and the potential we have to provide standard integrations to those different solutions on our platform. And then just, the openness of our platform and, customers thinking about integrating into and out of the platform for different use cases within their business. So I know Rosanne's excited, I'm excited, the whole Solifi team is excited about kind of this powerful combination of, business and technology and a portfolio of solutions and an open finance platform. So definitely looking forward to that and our future in this industry.
Okay, well, great. I appreciate that. And it's pretty clear the platform has grown dramatically. It's expanded to all the different industries, and certainly the open platform itself is actually something that's being viewed very closely by everyone in the industry. So thanks for that. Now, Rosanne, I'm going to go to you on this one. I've known you for a long time, and to say that you've experienced a lot of disruption and change in the past year would probably be a pretty big understatement at this point. From your perspective, and maybe Lisa's as well, what are the top disruptors or emerging technology trends that'll provide the most value for asset-based lenders as we head into 22 and beyond?
Yeah, thanks for that question. I would have to say that, yeah, there have been disruptions, and I'm not the only one. Our products, our company, we are all sharing in what have been a very disruptive couple of years because of the challenges that came with the pandemic and other things. Our industry, our banking industry, is experiencing quite a bit of consolidation right now, several mergers. So there's been a lot of disruption to business as usual. But I like to think of it that we've been able to turn it into an opportunity. One of the disruptions is that the profile of the William Stucky company changed. We used to be a small little private company with a different model, and we have been hearing over the years that our clients would like to have SaaS solutions. They have cloud first strategies. They want to have all of their lending products available in the cloud. And this disruption of the pandemic now helps us align those needs with our new company, Solifi, and deliver this SaaS solution. This is exactly what they've been looking for, exactly what they've been asking for. And now we're able to really basically take what has been a disruption and turn it into an opportunity to revise our products to be what the industry needs. And what I'm hearing more and more today is, well, yes, there was a work from home remote need day one. There are a lot of people that don't want to go back to the office, or they don't want to go back all days of the week. So we have a lot of opportunity to continue to follow what has now been established as a trend out of this disruption, this remote working. And software as a solution is an ideal way to address that. It takes a lot of risk off of the lender and puts it back on us, something that we're competent in doing. So we're able to manage their infrastructure and deliver the products available across all the regions. At the same time, we still are able to deliver exactly what our products are known for. We have solid loan management. We have great credit monitoring, risk analysis. All of those features of the solution are still there, but they've just been reborn as a part of the disruption and as a part of the alignment with Solifi. And it's an exciting time. Our clients are excited about it. Our team is excited about it. And we really see a bright future with this as a solution on the platform that Lisa was describing.
And, thanks, Rosanne. And Lisa, did you want to add anything to that? Or I don't know if you did or not.
Sure, Mike. Yeah, I think, echo what Rosanne said. I think SaaS in the cloud is certainly a game changer. What I work on every day, what my team thinks about is how platform and having this sort of open finance platform can enable SaaS, but also sort of amplify the benefits of SaaS. And the way that we approach that, we think about it as sort of our North Star principle is, we want to focus on building out a platform that has common, standard, reusable frameworks, integrations, services, etc. Those things that can help enable our SaaS products and our platform to service our customers in the best way possible, but in a very standard sort of reuse maintainable, deployable, secure oriented fashion. And I think that's great, right? Like there's a lot of benefits that can provide today, platform, SaaS in the cloud. And I talked about some of those: scale, efficiency, standardization, automation, move away from custom solutions. But I think, Mike, you talk to a lot of folks and you probably agree, there's just rapid innovation, right? Every day you probably talk to someone about AI or machine learning or bots or other kinds of technology that continues to evolve and that we continue to experiment with. And I think this common platform is really powerful in that it will enable quick democratization of that technology. So, we can enable our customers who operate on the platform to plug in that kind of evolving technology much more quickly on a very standard base. So you can kind of realize time to value in the future much faster than you could if you had a custom solution or different vertical solutions and maybe every customer base that you serve. So definitely an exciting time. And I think, SaaS and platform are going to continue to kind of evolve and change our industry as we go.
Okay, great. And there's a lot there. I mean, the evolution just continues, and I do see it every day, obviously, and we all do. But then keeping on top, it's not easy sometimes. We do our best, each one of us in our different individual jobs. I was thinking, Rosanne, last time you and I spoke was a few months ago, and you were kind enough at that point to share some of your top challenges that you think that the asset-based lenders faced most often. Some of those things that you had mentioned to me were connecting disparate systems, mitigating the risk of fraud, accessing some data quickly, and the need to self-service as well is something that you mentioned. Looking forward now, how will these emerging trends solve the challenges for asset-based lenders as we continue on this path?
Well, I think one thing that we're going to see and we're going to talk about a little bit more in this session is just embracing the data that is out there. We want to embrace the digitization, which is exactly what's happening everywhere in the industry, in all industries in particular, but we have to be able to digest that information and use it effectively. Our roadmap and our design ideas about dealing with the ABL industry and supporting it is to embrace that data, to use it to help string together the systems, replace them if possible. If you can get all the information out of one system, and Lisa's going to talk just briefly about data streaming, if you can get all the information out of one system, then you've got the ability to digest that in multiple forms. It won't just have to be through the ABL application or whichever platform you're using. But the more information you have, the more you're able to have insight into where you are and where you're going and what you want from your service providers like Solifi in getting your vision executed. So I think that's pretty much what we're focusing on, is making sure that the data that they have, the information they have, is available in the platform. That's been a challenge, and it's getting better. One thing that we are seeing in our vision is that we want to deliver as much as possible. So we're aligning ourselves with some partners, and we're going to try to make sure that we have some partner integrations and an entire ecosystem that fits into Solifi platform, and those partners will help us deliver those solutions. I don't know, Lisa, if you want to mention just a little bit about data streaming and how that's going to help our lenders.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Rosanne. So I think, Rosanne, Mike, you both say in conversations that you're having, and no surprise here, one of the top topics that we talk about, we get asked about is all around data, right? Access to my data, ability to utilize my data, the cost of maintaining my data, structuring my data. And customers I've talked to, they would describe this problem today as, it's expensive, it's disjointed, it constricts me from doing the things that I want to do. And I want to move to a state where I can secure my data, but then have sort of low friction access to it so that I can use it for a variety of use cases, which Rosanne sort of described, whether it's insights and BI reporting, digital self-service, integrations, et cetera. Today, and then in the future, all kinds of opportunities, right? Whether it's AI, machine learning, bots, et cetera, the list goes on and on. So we just really wanted to think about a platform approach, this is an example of a data streaming service, which we developed that could, meet use cases today, but also meet those use cases I talked about for the future. So it's pretty simple in actuality. It's a solution that takes the data schema, monitors that data schema and data elements for changes. And then when data changes, we can stream that data in near real time to a data warehouse, database, data lake, et cetera. And you can imagine the power of that, right? For ABL in and of itself, you have near real time access to what your customers are doing, how their data is changing, that you can leverage for decision making, to structure events and follow-ups off of, to get to know them, where they are better, more quickly, more efficiently, et cetera. And then, I talked about, what we're excited about at Solifi, and you can imagine if you have the ABL solution and other solutions, and we can stream all that data about your common customers across those vertical spaces in near real time, it just becomes more and more powerful, as you go forward. So definitely a platform service that we're very excited about to meet that sort of data utilization case that all of our customers have.
Okay, well, it just sounds like there's a lot of solid planning there. There's a lot of elements to this that'll help the lenders grow, to achieve as much success as they can in 2022 and obviously beyond from there. So a lot of solid plans there on your end. Now, one of the things that comes to mind for me is that it seems to me that there's no secret, at least I don't believe there's any secret, to the fact that the B2B industry sort of, in some ways, lags behind on digital transformation. At least that's my perspective on this. And if you agree with me, what's preventing lenders, from your perspective, from adopting some of the emerging technology as solutions for their issues that they're having today? I think maybe, Lisa, maybe you can answer on that one.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I actually love dialoguing on this topic and agree with you. It's definitely something that's top of mind for so many of our customers and so many folks in the industry. I think, Rosanne mentioned earlier, that's only been expedited by the pandemic in the last few years, right? Which has changed the way that we all want to work, how we want to do our work and get access to information, et cetera. I think, talking to customers, there's really two parts of the equation when they think about, digital enablement, digital self-service, and all those kinds of topics. I think, on one side of the coin, they're thinking about what technology changes, what business process changes do I need to address, evolve, et cetera, to truly enable the kinds of digital customer journeys that, they want to employ in their business. And I get excited about those because, Rosanne talked about SaaS in the cloud, and, I've talked a little bit about platform, but I think, doing business with the right vendor who's really thinking about kind of common services, frameworks, et cetera, can help you down that digital path. So, some of the things that, my team has been working on, whether it be things like data streaming, which now give you near real-time access to data, which is super critical for, digital enablement, or if it's a developer portal, right, where we expose APIs that our customers can understand, have documentation around, have a sandbox environment to play in, and really test out those customer journeys that they want to build and do so quickly and with a lot less friction. Or whether it's, platform elements like identity management, which we also, provide, which help just get you further down the path to digital enablement for your customers, with having to deal with less of that scope yourself. You can have your vendor or your partner work on that with you. So I think that's one side of the coin. The other side, and I'm sure Mike and I know Rosanne and talking, with her would agree with this, is kind of changing definitions, changing perceptions about the role of self-service and what do customer relationships look like and feel like in the future. So, self-service being a positive thing for customers, but requiring change from our internal teams and how we communicate with customers, how we talk about them, the information we need to, work with them successfully across different channels, including a digital channel. The role of experimentation, right? You can't potentially build everything on day one. So how do you experiment with digital customer journeys? How do you measure them? Like, these are all things that need some change management and will evolve as we continue to move forward together. But I definitely think, there's so many positives to kind of the digital enablement self-service journey. We know our customers, we know them more frequently, we get to engage with them, we see them, we get their data, we can kind of meet them where they are, the right place at the right time. So I think it's definitely an exciting transformation for our industry.
So it's pretty clear. I mean, it's a true, honest, and give and take with the customer at all times, isn't it?
Definitely true.
Okay, great. Rosanne, I'm going to turn to you on this question. We're heading into a new year. I'm just curious, from your perspective, what's the number one New Year's resolution or change that you think is related to emerging technology that all ABL advisors should make for 2022 and in the coming year? I mean, what's on your list for New Year's resolutions for everybody in the industry?
Well, I'd like to jump off a little bit of what Lisa was saying. One thing is that, we are going to embrace digitization. You have to do that. That is the way to go. And one thing that's kind of prevented folks from really embracing it is they feel like they might lose the personal touch. And so Lisa was saying, there's a digital journey. Well, it will take people to pull the journey along and facilitate that journey. So, I think there's been some concern that being all digital will lose these personal relationships the ABL lenders like to have with their borrowers, with the ABL lenders like to have with their vendors. That still will be in place. It may just be a bit different than it has been in the past. So embracing that digitization and the digital journey, knowing that the relationships that you've built will continue to evolve, and they will evolve, directly between the vendor and the lender, but they'll also evolve. And one of the questions you were asking was about, what has caused them to be a bit resistant. Well, just the way of doing things, we've always done it this way, but the rest of the industry, B2B, is dragging along anyone that has not been a forward thinker. They're dragging them along. And so, one of the exciting partnerships that we're investing in is going to be the ability to retrieve accounting data from an accounting package. So the lender will be able to basically pull accounting information when they want it versus waiting for the customer to push it to them. That's going to be an experience. There will be some personal relationship getting it set up, but it will also be the opportunity for the borrower to say, I don't have to fill out that borrowing base every time. I've given you the opportunity to come and get it digitally, and you will have your up-to-date information. So I'm satisfied and you're satisfied, and they will be reinforced that embracing this journey is a positive experience for everybody. So, I think just embracing it, promoting it, making the industry comfortable that it'll work for everyone is basically the resolution that I have personally, Solifi has to the customers that we serve. And I kind of see that's what 2020 is going to bring us. It's going to be a big year of change in that respect.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of change going on. That customer experience, things like the borrowing-based certificate, getting, integrating with the accounting system. These are all big moves to the future. They really are.
Yeah, and it was not too long ago that they refused to use our borrowers portal because you couldn't sign the borrowing-based certificate and attach it. Now no one signs a piece of paper anymore. Everyone is PDF digital signature and DocuSign and all the other partners that facilitate the digitization. So I think, we're going to see that once it's accepted, it's going to just take off and really ramp up. And so I think that's what we're posturing for. And I think, we're seeing that's almost being demanded of us too. So I think we're committed to it, but I think it's not hard to commit because everybody's asking for it.
And it's, again, with those New Year's resolutions that we are behind, but the fact is, here we are setting ourselves up for the future. And It's a good thing. And I think people are really going to start embracing this more and more as time goes on. Lisa, I didn't know if there was anything you want to add to that one by any chance?
Yeah, I think, like Rosanne probably came across, I have a real passion for platform and a platform-based approach, and, the benefits that can offer to our industry today, with automation and data-driven decision-making, ecosystem considerations like some of the integrations that Rosanne just talked about. But, I think also as we think about the future, I get really jazzed thinking about, this business and technology handshake and how platform can help our industry and our customers, engage with technology as it continues to evolve, whether that be AI, machine learning, robotics, right? All the exciting opportunities that, we can leverage on our platform to help our customers with their business growth and evolution going forward. That makes me very, very excited. I know it makes you guys excited as well. So looking forward to that in 2022 and beyond.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm going to start wrapping this up and just give you both an opportunity here. If you have any parting words to help, asset-based lenders prepare for what's coming. This is pretty exciting what's coming. There's a lot of positive changes. Obviously, they're coming. They're already here, many of them, but even more is coming in 2022 and in the future. Are there any parting thoughts that you'd like to share with us? Rosanne, I can start with you, maybe.
Sure. It is exciting. I know you talk to the industry, as do we, because we are supporting it, and we are hearing a lot of buzz. I mean, folks are seeing tremendous growth in their portfolios. It's been a rough couple of years. So, I think 2022 is an exciting year for growth, somewhat returning to normal, but a new normal. And for that, we're ramping up, we're ready to respond. And, I will just kind of reinforce the personal relationship. I work with our clients and I hear what their challenges are, their pain points are. I take that back to somebody like Lisa, who's designing and implementing a platform solution. Well, she'll say, well, I talked to, the Rosanne counterpart for these 3 other products, and those clients or those lenders are experiencing the same frustration. We have to develop and deliver uniform solution. And so, 2022 is going to be exciting because business is ramping up, which is thrilling. And digitization is here to stay. It's not just to getting us over the hump of a pandemic. And then Solifi is prepping to be, responsive to all of that. And so our platform has got an aggressive growth pattern, as do our product line. So that's kind of what I'm saying for 2022. Lisa?
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. I think it's a super exciting time, like the pace and the speed by which customers are growing, technology is growing, business is growing, couldn't be any faster. And, definitely there's a lot to think through, a lot to approach. And, we're thinking about those things alongside of you and of the industry. And, we're here certainly to be your partner in figuring out how you want to evolve your business in the future. And definitely couldn't be more excited about the portfolio of solutions and the platform that we offer. So yeah, definitely looking forward to 2022 and beyond.
Okay, I think we're all looking forward to 2022 and putting some of the last year and a half behind us if we can in some way. So, I want to thank you both for sharing your time with me today on this webinar and for sharing your expertise as well. There's a lot to be thinking about here, and I'm sure we'll address more of this again in the future. So for now, what I'll say until next time, my best wishes to you both and the entire Solifi team for a good year end and a happy holidays as well.
Thank you, Mike. Same to you.
Yes, thanks. Thanks for having us.